Hello everyone and welcome to Virtual Storytime. My name is Miss Kristin. I am a youth service librarian at the Victoria Library and I'm super excited to be here with you today. So we are going to start with our opening song and you should know it. It probably is going to appear down in the links here. It is called A Purple Stew, but then we add in some other colors as well. So what you guys can do at home is you can pretend to have your spoon and stir with me, or if you have some scarves, because I know we had a Storytime kit at one point that had scarves in it, you can use those if you still have those around. Use a towel, use a sock, whatever you want. Just make it fun. All right, so I'm gonna use scarves, and the colors kind of help me to remember what color we're doing next. So can anybody tell me what this color is? Purple, you're right. Purple is Miss Kristin's favorite color, and it's the name of our song. So we're gonna do this one first. So it goes like this, and I kind of use this as my stirring stick. Ready? We're making a purple stew, whip, 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 whip. We're making a purple stew, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, with purple potatoes and purple tomatoes and even a purple you. Good job, friends. Hooray! All right, so we did purple. What color should we do next? Let's see if you can guess what color this is. I think I heard someone say it. Yellow, you're right. Good job, friends. All right, here we go. We're making a yellow stew, whip, 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 whip. We're making a yellow stew, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, with yellow potatoes and yellow tomatoes and even a yellow you. Good job. All right, we have two more colors. What's this color, friends? Green, you're right. Here we go, let's make a green stew. We're making a green stew, whip, 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 whip. We're making a green stew, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, with green potatoes and green tomatoes and even a green you. Woo, good job. All right, last color. What color is this? Did I hear someone say blue? Good job, friends. Blue stew will be our last one. Ready? We're making a blue stew, whip, 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 whip. We're making a blue stew, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, with blue potatoes and blue tomatoes and even a blue you. Good job! Hooray, friends! You do awesome with that song. Great job. Okay, so we did our hello song, our opening song. Now it's time to do our letter for the day. So it's not a surprise. It's right here. Can you see the capital letter and the small letter? Here, let me bring them a little closer for you so you can see. So this is a big letter, what? Did I hear someone say D? You're right. What does a D sound like, friends? Duh, duh, duh. Good job. So this is a big letter D. Let's do our colors too. What color is our big letter D? You're right, it's blue, just like our last color that we did for the purple stew song. Great job. All right, we're gonna come back to this. This is our small letter D. Does this make the same sound as the big letter D? Yes, it does. Duh, duh, duh. Good job. What color is our small letter D? Can you see it? Did someone say orange? You're right. Good job, friends. All right. We are going to be practicing our writing skills now. So I need to see your magic fingers, and we're going to do some tracing or writing of our letter D's. We're going to do our big D first. Ready? Great job, friends. All right, we're gonna do our little one now. Good job. So you're probably wondering, Miss Kristin, what are we talking about today that starts with the letter D? Well, what are some things that start with the letter D? Does anybody know what this is? Did someone say dinosaurs? This is Miss Heather's dinosaur. Isn't that cool? I really like this dinosaur. But we're not talking about dinosaurs today. We're actually going to be talking about directions. And what I mean by directions is up and down. Can you guys do that with me? Up and down. We could do right and left, but then it gets a little confusing. So we're going to stay simple with up and down. And down starts with the letter D. You're right. Good job. Okay, so our next thing that we're going to do with that is, which I kind of already did, is our sign language. So our sign language for directions up and down is this. Up is like this, like you're pointing up. So go like this, up, and kind of like you're putting a rocket up in the air. Up. Good job. And then down, put your finger like this and make a motion down. Great job, friends. So we are going to be doing a song, not a song, we'll do songs later. We're going to be doing a nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty. But Humpty Dumpty can be kind of a sad one. So we're going to do a silly version, and we're also going to do a happy version. So 3 different versions of Humpty Dumpty. And my little Humpty Dumpty is right here. Do you see him? Isn't he cute? You can make your own. This is something that I borrowed from my 3-year-old. It's actually a dinosaur egg, but it shows that you can make an egg for a prop out of almost anything, even toys. So we are going to do Humpty Dumpty, and this is going to be kind of my wall. I was going to try and do it up here, but he kind of blends in with our whiteboard. So this is going to be my wall, my arm. So it goes like this. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Woo! All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Can you put yours together? Can you put your Humpty Dumpty back together? I know, this is mind-blowing. I didn't know if I'd get him back together. He's back together again. And do you know why they couldn't put him back together? What is he, friends? He's an egg. He's a big egg. All right, so that's the standard version that you kind of know, right? So this is our happy version. Ready? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Along came the children with scissors and glue and stuck him together as good as new. Good job! So we've had our standard version that you know, we've done our happy version. Now we're going to do our silly version. Let's see if you like this one the best. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. He didn't get bruised and he didn't get bumped. Humpty Dumpty bungee jumped. Good job, friends. Which one would you like to do again? I bet you want to do the silly version. Should we do the silly version one more time and then we'll move on to our next activity? Let's do that. All right, here we go. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. He didn't get bruised and he didn't get bumped. Humpty Dumpty, what did he do? He bungee jumped. Good job. Have any of you been bungee jumping? You are braver than me. Have your grown-ups been bungee jumping? I'd love to hear those stories someday. All right, so that is Humpty Dumpty. You can do many other versions of those. Those are just 3 that Miss Kristin came up with for you. But I'm sure you could come up with more wonderful things on your own than those that I told. So Humpty Dumpty. All right, before I forget, we're gonna do our alphabet song because I completely forgot to do that at the beginning of our story time. So if you can see my chart, we are gonna sing through the ABCs And I want you guys to shout out at me when we get to our letter of the day, which is D, right? And then I'll try to listen closely for you, and then we'll stop. We'll look at our D, we'll say D, and then we'll keep going with our song. Okay, ready? So watch, because I don't always hear you. Ready? A, B, C, D, E. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you guys telling me to go back? Okay, hold on. A, B, C, D. Is that our letter for today? Let's see if that matches. Is that a big letter D? You're right. All right. What does our D sound like? Let's do a review. Duh, duh, duh. Good job. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know your ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job! Hooray! You guys do such a wonderful job with your alphabet. Good job. All right. So our next rhyme that we're going to do that has to do with up and down, because that's what we're talking about today, is something your grown-ups might know. It's an older rhyme. It's the Grand Old Duke of York. I don't have 10,000 men, which is one of the lyrics, but we're just gonna do it with the egg shakers, and then I'm gonna kind of motion up and down. We'll do it twice. All right, so it goes like this. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Isn't that fun? This is one that I would like to do with a parachute, but it's kind of hard to do it by myself and demonstrate it for you. So we're doing shaker eggs. Plus, ode to Mr. Humpty Dumpty with the egg, right? All right, do you guys want to do that with me? It doesn't matter if you have egg shakers or not. You can just move your hands up and down. All right, let's do it. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Isn't that fun? Good job, friends. Hooray! All right, before we go on to our next rhyme, I just wanted to put in a little early literacy tip real quick, because that's what we like to try and do during story time. We hope that you learn with us. So one of the things that we do during story time, and I don't have a book to demonstrate, so we're just going to do our alphabet chart, is the understanding that print, so things that are in a book, words in a book, carry meaning, just like these alphabet letters do. They all mean something, A, B, C, D, and that books contain letters and meaning as well, right? So if I go like this and I turn it upside down, can you read the letters? If we did that with a book, would you be able to read the letters? Do you recognize that it's upside down? You do. Good job. So I'm going to put it right side up, and now you can read it. You can read your ABCs. So try that at home with your grown-ups and see if you can test each other, if you can test your grown-up and they can test you, to see if it's easy to recognize if you have the book upside down or not. And also something else, and like I said, I know this is an alphabet chart, so it's doing letters, not actual words at this point. But if you run your fingers, grown-ups, under the words while you're reading, that helps your little ones understand that there are words that you're reading to them too, right? So something easy that you can do when you're having your own story times at home. So that's just my little early literacy tip for the day. I thought it was a fun one to share. All right, so our next thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna do, and this is way more fun with the parachute, but I'm gonna do it with the dinosaur. because we already kind of did scarves, so I thought I would do something different. So if you have little ones, like for baby story time, you can do this. Or sometimes your little olders, if you can still lift them up and down or bounce them on your lap, they'll like this song. Even your olders will like this. This is not just a baby song. So this is called the Elevator Song. And if you've been to my in-person story times, I do this one a lot with the parachute. So kind of imagine that, but we're just gonna modify for our story time today. So this is another one, up and down. Okay. Oh, the city is great and the city is grand. There are lots of tall buildings on a little piece of land, and we live way up to the 57th floor. And this is what we do when we go out the door. Ready? Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. And we spin around. Good job. I think I made T-Rex a little dizzy. But would you want to do this with me one more time? It's fun, isn't it? All right, here we go. One last time. Oh, the city is great and the city is grand. There are lots of tall buildings on a little piece of land. And we live way up on the 57th floor. And this is what we do when we go out the door. Here we go. Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. Take the elevator up. Take the elevator down. And we spin around. Ooh. Are you dizzy, T-Rex? All right, we'll give you a rest. Good job, everybody. Like I said, way more fun with a parachute, but when we get to in-person story time again, we can do that then, right? Hopefully soon. All right, let's do a quick review of what we talked about today. So we talked about, what letter is this again? The letter D. Yep. And so we have the big letter D and we have the small letter D. And what does the D sound like? Duh, duh, duh. Good job, friends. And what story did we do today? Do you remember? Humpty Dumpty. And remember, you can make it out of your toys at home, or you can be even more crafty than I was by stealing this from my toddler. You can make an egg however you want. If you use a real egg, it's gonna get messy. I'm just letting you know. You might wanna do that one outside and with grown-ups' permission, but that's kind of fun too, to do an egg drop. I don't think they would want me to do that at the Chanhassen Library where I'm at right now, so that's why I didn't do that for you. But that's a great STEM project if you want to do that, dropping the egg. So we did Humpty Dumpty. You learned the Grand Old Duke of York, which is a fun song for up and down. And then we also did the Elevator Song, which is one of my favorite songs to do ever. So I hope that you had a fun story time with me, because I did with you and always do. And now it is time to do our closing song. So my hands say thank you. Ready? My hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll our hands and say goodbye. Thanks for coming to Virtual Storytime with me today. We miss you. We love you. Hope to see you again soon. All right, bye-bye.